Hey everybody, this is Dr. Dain. Welcome to this installment of the Tour of Consciousness. What a great pleasure it is to be with you as always. How does it get any better than that? You know, the new year is rolling along rather dynamically. I just facilitated a class called The Home of Infinite Possibilities with my friend Gary Douglas. And wow, what a change. Between that and the energetic synthesis of being class I just facilitated in San Francisco, this new year is shaping up to be one of the most dynamically changing years so far. I am so freaking excited. Can you see? This is my excited face. So there. Okay, so what is the topic for today? Not easy for me to get out in English. Apparently I've changed so much that my words are not working again. You know how with little kids, you know, and they're like, come on, Timmy, use your words. And they're like, ah, that's the way I feel right now. Come on, Dain, use your words. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. So what's today's subject? Well, one of the things that happens is we oftentimes choose things in our lives from necessity rather than from choice. And we don't recognize that we're actually at some point made the choice to be in that situation, to have that choice. And whenever you choose something from necessity, you of necessity resent it. So when it goes out of choice and goes into necessity, you start resenting the choice that you make because you think you have to. So for example, if you're, out of work and you're looking for a job and all of a sudden you find a job, initially it's a choice, probably, maybe, one of the great things about it is, having money, getting out of the place where you feel like you're not able to create what you want financially. So initially it's a choice, but if you don't recognize it, you're continuously making the choice to go to that job, and it is still your choice to go, because you could quit, you could stop. It then goes into necessity for a lot of people, and they resent the fact that they have to go to work or resent the fact they have to go to this particular job. You also see it in relationships. You see where people get together and they're like, oh my gosh, this is so wonderful, I'm so happy to be here. And then a month later or 3 months later or 3 years later, they start resenting the fact that they're in this relationship and feeling like all their choices have been taken away from them, not recognizing that they're making the choice to be there day after day after day. Anytime you get out of necessity and into choice, you also come out of resentment, which is really cool. And the thing about that is, what happens is if you would actually acknowledge that you have the capacity to choose and that you've chosen this situation and that you're continuing to choose it, you start to take back the power and potency to start to create your life and recognize your own commitment to your own life, and that that's what's actually powering your choices. So, kind of a big subject for a tour of consciousness, but why not, right? Because I know a lot of you out there are making choices, but you don't realize you're making them, so you go into this resentment, which is what necessity creates. So think about something, a choice you've been resenting. Maybe it's to be in a relationship with somebody. Maybe it's to, I don't know, maybe your boss gives you free football games or something, and you used to really like football, but now you feel resentful because you feel it's a necessity, you have to go to these darn games, or something like that, okay? So think of anything that you've been resenting that you've made a necessity. And everything you've done to make that a necessity, instead of recognize that it's actually your choice and to bring it back into your awareness that it's choice, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So what is it you're making a necessity that if you had it as your choice would eliminate the resentment? Everything that is times a gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So what is it you've decided is a necessity, and have you made a necessity that is actually your choice, that if you'd acknowledge it as the choice it is, would take you out of the resentment and the resistance and reaction? Everything that is, times a gazillion, will you destroy and create it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And it's a real simple one. It's kind of cool. It's just sort of two things. Number one, it's a shift in your awareness. So now that you have this awareness, you can go shift things, okay? And number two, as far as the processing of it goes, which is where Access just has this amazing gift in ways it can help change things for you that I don't know anything else on the planet that does this. Now we can change it. So the processing is where anything you notice that you've made a necessity, you go, everything I did to make that a necessity, I now destroy and uncreate it. And then you run the clearing statement. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Anyway, go out there, get rid of your necessities, get into choice. You'll end a huge amount of the resistance, the reaction, and the resentment that you've had in your life that isn't any fun for any of us. Thanks for being part of the Tour of Consciousness. Thanks for being on the planet. And what if you, truly being you, are the gift, the change, and the possibility this world requires. See you soon, my friends. Bye.